Oh.
Hello, and welcome back to Pepperroot Gaming. I'm Dirg.
And I'm Dragoon.
Thanks for watching. Today we are back into Dwarf Fortress finally. It's been, about 2 weeks now, I think?
I believe so. I was away on business and could not stream last week.
Hopefully we don't forget anything that happened that's too important to not forget. Like, for instance, I see a lot of miasma coming out of the beehive.
I also see a black screen on the stream.
Oh no.
Mother of Chaos is really likely story. It's real.
Black screen. Man.
This screen
Every
is black
time it's
because
my
that's
turn.
Dirg's favorite color.
Yeah.
It's black like his soul.
Hang on a minute. Maybe... there we go. Okay. Fixed, hopefully.
Fixed.
I still had
it was not fake news.
Still had Minecraft up as the window it was trying to find from last week.
God, are you cheating on Dwarf Fortress with other games?
Just last week when I was streaming solo.
Oh my God. What if you better hope Tarn Adams doesn't find out? He'll be heartbroken.
Does it help that Minecraft was inspired by Dwarf Fortress?
Only slightly.
Well, I think the first order of business today is making sure that the beehive is completely walled off.
Whoops.
So, yeah, we don't want more invaders that way.
You're going to have to add another floor, I think, now that that wall is going there.
Well, they can come up to the bottom.
Oh, right, but you won't be able to put a roof on it.
The roof is already there. See?
Oh, I forgot I did that. I'm a genius.
Yeah, you gave an umbrella. How are you, Mother of Chaos?
And how are the LDO and HOC? Gosh, you better be using obsidian for everything.
Mm.
That's their job, isn't it? Oh yeah. Well, can you blame him? He's a new parent. I mean, how's he supposed to know what he's doing?
And more turkeys hatch. We got a lot of spoils to claim also.
Yeah, I think so. There will always be some. Bye.
Abandoned. I was just offering a nice service. It wouldn't get us banned at all.
Oh no, what's the health issue? Well, possible health issue. We don't want to give it name, give it substance, you know?
Good luck with that.
I know this isn't what you meant, but when you phrased it like you need to take him in, it made it sound like the baby was a car. Like, started making this noise, I gotta take it in.
I was thinking a suit. Get some more of this obsidian.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, as long as he keeps eating some. But yeah, that is kind of a weird and scary situation. You don't know what's going on. He just screams around the bottle.
Too young to be teething, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Those details didn't stay with me.
Does your husband watch while you go to work, or do you have like family watch, or do you take the baby with you? Thank you, the Hankosha. I know that's some copy pasta, but still appreciate it.
What the bedroom's doing? I don't think we checked it all last time, did we?
No. Oh man, we're at 235 too. I didn't realize we were quite that high.
A lot of missing doors. You forgot any?
7 hours, 17 revisions to get it exactly 500 characters. It's not just copy pasta, it's an artifact. That's fair. I forgot about the 500 character limit. Well executed. I pinned it so you can bask in your glory. You know, I got to tell you, Dirk, I started playing with DF Hack, and version Alpha 3 that just came out has the building plan tool, like actually fully released. I built 200 bedrooms all in advance. I just placed all the furniture, placed all the doors, set up work orders to keep churning them out whenever we don't have any active, and they all just built themselves. I just had to come in later and zone them as they completed.
It's a good thing you're up next week.
Oh, are you saying we should add DF Hack?
Yeah, if it's that much of a quality life boost, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, even just for bedrooms alone. But the auto butcher is very nice touch.
What's automatic about it?
Oh, you set how many adults of each gender and how many children of each gender you want to keep. It will take the best pair of them. So whichever, let's say turkeys, right? We have those turkeys. Whichever ones are genetically superior, and it will keep those, and it'll automatically queue up butcher jobs for all the rest.
Isn't that, eugenics? Against a Geneva Code or something?
No, these are turkeys. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Sure.
It's like it's like when you cultivate new plant strains, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
with animals. Yeah, there isn't a good way to talk about this.
No. What happened to the weapon rack? Wonder if someone broke it.
Oh yeah, missing from. Oh, they're all the same room. Maybe it never
Maybe
got
we never
placed.
put it. Yeah. Oh, that's what we made the doors for. Whoops.
We need to floor the stairwell area in green in honor of today.
Oh yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's a good idea. Man, what is green stone? I'll handle that.
Olivine?
I think so, but I don't know if there's a
Malachite?
more green one. No, malachite's the blue.
I thought that was micro something.
Oh, you're right. It is microcline is blue. Malachite might be green. I mean, I'm Googling it. We're going to find out.
Googling it. There we go.
Oh.
Serpentine, green glass, periclase, and olivine.
Yep.
Teal. Okay.
Malachite's also the an ore, so it's. I wouldn't want to lay a whole bunch of floor with it, personally. I don't think we found any serpentine.
Don't think so either.
I think we found sand, though. I think we found like a single sand tile. That should be all we need.
Did we?
I think so. See, all these details just fall right out of your head. You're away from the game for 1 minute.
Stones. There it is. I was looking for rocks.
It's under B for boulders.
Oh, boulders. Okay. We do have a bunch of malachite. But that's teal.
Well, we might have to teal it up a bit until we can green it up.
Custom engravings. I remember that from Dwarf Fortress Classic, but I haven't figured it out here. So click the tile before you unpause.
Oh, you pause? Wow. Some players, casuals. I'm just kidding. I pause constantly. I am a super micromanaging board player.
That's cool. Good to know. Thanks.
I'll have to make a whole bunch of engravings that mock our civil figures.
Supposed to be names.
Well, they are. It's a nameless dog.
Oh boy, that's a lot of characters. What is our baron's name?
Go to the nobles. This will be quicker.
Nishzeg, Sufferer.
Because you don't have an entrance hallway filled with engravings of taunting, fluffy wamblers, is life even worth living? It's a valid point. I mean, I've seen the graphics for them, but I haven't seen any in-game yet. I'm really excited to collect a bunch of fluffy wamblers when I come across them organically.
They look like fluffy clouds.
I know.
Squishmallows.
Not the same. Yeah. The OG Squishmallow.
Not a mandate. Okay. Just can't sell any bracers. Oh, that's handy that you can go back and repeat it.
This is definitely a more involved project. I wonder if in front of of each gravestone, we could put in a engraving of the dwarf.
Yeah. It's good thinking.
Engraved pictures of beds under the bed. It's pretty good. You're making your bedrooms like little IKEA drawings.
You got to figure out the Swedish words for bed and dresser.
I think you mean dwarven words?
Okay. I guess if you're going with dwarf Kia.
Bed is Zust.
Zust. Also working down below. Oh, did we get to the goblins in the cages?
Oh yeah, we need to pit some more of them, I believe.
I think that's just one, and then a naked mole dog or something up there.
Yeah.
Giant rat.
Well, you'll want to train it a little bit before you butcher it, otherwise I believe it'll try to escape.
Yep.
These dwarves are not super inventive. Coffer in Dwarven is coffer, and cabinet is cabinet, at least according to this Dwarven translator.
Wonder if they were influenced by the humans in those. Maybe they didn't know what coffers and cabinets were before meeting humans. Or the other way around, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sold on this translator.
Top. Get that figured out. Let's make sure this is also fully enclosed. Your drinking straw.
Yeah, the other problems, I don't think we fully... It was clear in my head in the moment, and then we took a break, and we came back the next week. And I couldn't tell you how I intended for this to work. It's one of those things where it's like, man, I really should have wrote that down. I found an updated Dwarf Fortress Dwarven translator. Coffer is Distador. I mean, there's probably accent characters. It's probably not pronounced like Spanish, but, you know.
You can pretend.
Cabinet is Ikavus.
Have a good night. Thanks for the tips. Still mining out this awesome tavern we've got going.
I mean, it will be awesome.
It's awesome already.
I think there was a way to choose the statues that were being made, too, in a similar fashion. Oh, yeah? We're just going to smooth everything everywhere all the time?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
I'm not trying to get copyright strike over here.
Right. They wouldn't do that. We're part of the multiverse.
That's true.
Is it safe? Yeah, okay. There's a ramp down here.
I was just looking at that. And an exposed corner tile off to the right.
That I see.
What does that go down to? Oh, okay. As long as they're not flyers and they make it in past the
this is all walled off here, so that they wouldn't get in from this way, if that's what you meant.
Well, they can fly around and then go down the ramp, can't they?
No. Because you got the wall here, which goes up into a wall and down into floor, so this is fully walled off, this section here.
Got it. Whenever you can't hop between the layers yourself, sometimes it's harder to follow.
Right.
So you've just sentenced 237 people to a lifetime of labor.
I put it at a very low priority so that if there's nothing else they want to do, they'll come down and do that.
Yeah, look at that low priority parade over there.
Yeah. Is this a pocket or something?
No, you can get out there from the
Yeah, there's
yeah.
Here in the north. But it's weird that he's hollowing out this boulder. Oh, I wonder if that's wet.
Is it a burrow?
It's not hot or wet.
Okay.
Burrows are both paused.
What are his health issues? I mean, you know, he's probably like injured from a previous cave-in, but...
Nope, the problem is that when you go to engrave something that's already been designated for mining, it swaps the mining for engraving. See how all of this around the perimeter is no longer mining, it's all engraving instead.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I meant, he had angry icons floating over the miner's head. I was wondering why.
Oh, he's just an angry dwarf.
Yeah, you would make a great manager. Why is Susan so upset? I don't know. She's just an angry person.
He's
okay.
Probably hasn't had his alcohol today.
That could be.
It's a bit of a trip to get some.
I mean, for now.
Right. It's too bad that you can't overwrite the engraving with mining. You gotta first erase it.
Yeah, it's weird that it's one way.
Well, we could just leave this in there. Make it part of the decoration of the room.
Real
Turn
organic.
it into someone's office.
Sure. I like that we're going with organic design so deep. We're just going. He's like, oh, and at about this point we hired a decorator because we didn't know what we were doing.
giant sneeze coming.
Better hit that giant mute button.
Yeah, I'm hovering over it.
I had a sneeze of extraordinary proportions earlier in the stream. I managed to hit the mute button in time, but it definitely snuck up on me.
Nice.
Yes, a preemptive bless you. How are the walls doing up in the apiary?
Good idea.
Oh, just a little bit of miasma between friends.
Walls are ready. I don't think we have blocks though, so we'll just use regular stone. We should have obsidian boulders, right? Oh, we do have blocks made. Nice.
I think I did queue up some, but I didn't know how many we had left.
We used up all of them from what I had queued up to be built. So there must have been some in the queue to be made. Good
Just
timing.
enough. Yeah. I thought a blue and black striped apiary would be very fitting. Hopefully they'll start churning out blue and black fleas.
Those exist.
Do they? That's pretty awesome.
These.
I was hoping nobody noticed. Can always trust you to call us out.
I'll have to Google it. I'm pretty sure I've seen before that there were blue bees. Yeah.
I don't know, I'm Googling Sonic the Hedgehog bees. They're just robots.
Blue orchid bee. It's feared extinct.
That is a blue bee. One of the first pictures is the orchid mason bee, and the orchid mason bee is having a good time.
Hi. Is it a PG-13 kind of good time?
You know, like in PG-13 movies, how they'll always be like, you can see the scene, but there'll be like a blanket in the way, or like a sheet.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but the sheet is the bee's natural fuzziness.
Okay.
It's like how in cartoons, like anthropomorphic dogs can get away with not actually wearing clothes. Like technically,
Right. Yep.
they're naked, but they've got fur. So good enough.
That's a good point. Even non-anthropomorphic ones like Scooby-Doo, he's human-like enough to be like a main character of the show, but he doesn't wear any clothes.
He does more often than not walk on two legs and gesture with his front paws as well.
And he tries to talk.
I think he does
Row,
talk.
row.
What? I mean, he has some sort of a speech impediment, but he does talk.
Thought I left my music on when this song came up.
Oh yeah? You listen to a whole bunch of like dwarfcore music, even off camera?
Not necessarily dwarf chord, but I have had the Oh, what is that? The
Soundtrack?
her or the... Some... Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I love stumping you.
Oh, the words. The country where the Huns are from.
Lethologica?
Bulgaria? No, not. That's not right.
No, but that is the name of when a word is on the tip of your tongue.
Oh. Anyway, there's a heavy rock band from that country that got onto Reddit a couple years back, and it pops up into my playlist every once in a while. This song really reminds me of it. No, where the Huns are from. It starts with an M. I gotta look it up. I think they're called the Hur. Hurr or something. No, definitely not. Is that a real word? The more I think of that word, the more it doesn't sound right. No, that's not right.
Somebody's been taken by a mood as well.
Me too. I'm focused. This is never going to leave my head until I get it out.
You want to start talking about the name of the band, maybe? I mean, this isn't what you said, but like Orplicani, is it like Gypsy Punk? Is it like Gogol Bordello?
There's a little Tugan throat singing and...
Oh, okay. Well, Tuvan throat singing, I believe, comes from the island of Tuva. But Mongolia?
Mongolia, that's the name of the country.
Oh, yeah, they have great barbecues.
There it is, right up top. The Who. H-U. View. All right.
Oh, I think I've seen these guys on, not in this badass looking music video, but I think I saw one of those guys on Reddit.
Yep. Glad that's out of my head now. That was going to ruin my night.
It's like a mental barb.
Mechanics workshop. We're going to get a fancy traction bench?
Ooh, I mean that or a mechanism, but let's hope for a traction bench.
And they do a mechanism?
I'm pretty sure I've gotten a artifact mechanism before. I mean, they're really expensive. I believe mechanisms get like a really big modifier. It's a great artifact name.
The crazy dumps. That's the engraving that we put into the parents' room. It's not even her.
The artwork relates to some terrible food that Errol Traded Tattoos had and the aftermath.
Oh, he's standing still. Okay, he's working on it. See what slabs we have. Really, we've got some to put down.
So the auto slab functionality that we were talking about is also in DF Hack, the newest version.
Mm-hmm.
But is this? I mean, you said that this is your normal method instead of coffins.
In Classic, I did coffins. In this, I couldn't figure out how to do proper designating for coffins.
Oh,
Like, it seemed to make you want to do a tomb and give each tomb its own room instead of just have a giant room full of coffins.
Do you want me to show you how, or at least the way that I've been doing it?
Sure.
I mean, you don't even need a coffin, but we can just do it with a zone. So let's pretend you have a bunch of coffins.
Okay.
Hit tomb. And then click on the paintbrush. Click a single tile. Hit accept. You do that over top of each coffin.
Oh.
And
Each and every one?
so that is how I've been doing it. However, I've seen some people that they channel in between, and then you can use the multi. But right now, the multi seems to do this really annoying thing of turning the entire room into the tomb instead of over each coffin. So that seems a little excessive. Like, do the dwarves have to go in there and cut a body into 14 pieces and put a little bit in each coffin? That's...
Not. I think I'll stick to using slabs.
But there's so many extra steps.
Are there, though? Compared to
Yeah.
having to make a zone for each individual coffin?
I think it does vary by play style, but for me, I like to spend that time once making a room full of coffins.
Giant mausoleum.
Yeah, and then they just they fill up as needed. And it automatically separates out pets and goblins, so we're not accidentally honoring some goblin nimrods.
I guess that part about it's nice.
See?
Mechanism.
Upton.
Let's say the tar of licking.
No, tar of ticking.
Ticking. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those sticky grenades.
Gotcha. Andesite mechanism. It's encrusted with Kushan andesite cabochons and round obsidian cabochons, decorated with date palm wood and encircled with bands of rectangular andesite cabochons, baguette cut rose quartz, and oval obsidian cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of sheep wool. Okay.
Is it like hair gelled?
It's very menacing.
Yeah, really.
On the item is an image of the forgotten beast in rose quartz and an image of a icosahedron in floating guts leather. I assume that's a shape.
Yeah. Although I couldn't tell you how many sides or in what polygonal form.
Yeah.
Back to Google we go. Oh, it's a 20-sided die.
Oh, okay. So what gaming room do we put that in?
Probably just the new tavern, right? You set up some badass pedestals around?
You could make a beer tap out of it. A lever that opens up a water fountain or something.
You gotta roll 20, and if you get a critical fail, they pour out what they have in their beer mats.
Yeah. All enclosed.
You need some more hives.
Yeah. So get rid of the scaffolding. I think we have to do that from the top down, one at a time.
Yep.
Unless
you want to build some scaffolding to get rid of your scaffolding.
We were doing silver hives. Fancy.
Yep. The bees deserve the best, and probably the most difficult surface to walk on. Although being silver, maybe it'll have a natural deterrent to mites.
Maybe.
I know it has antibacterial properties. I know mites aren't bacteria, but we can hope.
Yeah, let's do 10. Let's start there. I think we've got some sand laying around, so let's make some glass.
Yeah, I can't remember if we bought it or we found it. I guess we can go to locations and see if we do have an actual sands thing. Tile.
Locations?
Word. Yeah. Places, sorry. Capital P. Far left, too. Yeah. So here's zones, and you can sort by all your different zones.
It's not alphabetical, is it?
Doesn't appear to be. But here's how you can see people's bedrooms, other different zones. And then locations and stockpiles will give you a good way to kind of zoom between those areas. The stockpiles and the percentage being full, I thought was an interesting touch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, full up on corpses again.
We should probably do an enclosed corpse pile. Get rid of this one.
Why not a dump?
Oh, yeah, that's another thing we were working on. Looks like we're ready for the bridge.
Yeah. You're going to want those blocks.
It's going to be the scariest land bridge ever.
Oh, we 19 and 19. Use the obsidian blocks. We need 19. I'm pretty sure there were 19 obsidian blocks. It was made to be.
Cool.
And it's magma safe, so.
Where's the fun in that? Oh, there's a beehive right up there.
These are some bold bees.
Spicy honey.
Mm-hmm. Picante. Back in the olden days, this is actually how they made hot honey.
Oh, cool. There's all obsidian under there.
You don't want to know how they made fried chicken. That was a volcano of a whole nother substance.
Chicken?
No, oil. Unfortunately, mankind has excavated all of the naturally occurring oil volcanoes. It's another reason why humans are awful. Now we have to squeeze our oil from plants like savages. Are you gonna make ramps, or what are you doing?
Claiming all this obsidian.
Oh, all right. I was just curious. I wanted to be in your head, you know?
I commented on how it was all obsidian and then started tearing it down, so kind of figured A plus B equals C.
Well, apparently not.
Apparently.
Yeah, we'll have to check his proof. See if it holds up. Right now, it's more of a Dirg transitive theory.
What?
Nothing. No, we're just talking about you.
Oh, is that the A plus B equals C?
Well, I mean, the transitive property, like, if one thing is one thing and another thing is another thing, then a third thing must be true.
Smack about me. Jeez. Now I'm getting it from the comment section. Never thought this day would happen.
First the peanut gallery, then the stream chat. A lot of tomato soup.
Does kind of look like that. With some milk in it. Remade tomato.
You throw in your sandwich, it'll grill the cheese for you.
I love grilled cheese. Kids never let me make it for them anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. They're going through that phase where they hate everything before they think about it.
So they don't like grilled cheese?
They convince themselves they don't like it.
That's it. Get rid of those kids. You need new ones. They don't like grilled cheese. They don't know what's good.
I'm not starting over, thank you. I'm 6 years in already. That's only 12 more years to go, and then, yeah, I don't want another 18 or more.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, an investment of blood.
These are humans. Interesting. Did you anger the humans?
Did I? No. Did you?
I know I didn't.
Hmm.
I've only stolen from goblins, I think.
You sent out raids to a couple of different places.
Goblins?
It was me. Sorry, guys. I can see you just like wandering into town, like knocking over a table, like kicking somebody's cat, stealing somebody's pie off the windowsill. It was like, yep. You can find me at Whipped Mines, you know, just over that hill by the volcano.
Down?
Dirk, this is why you shouldn't kick cats.
I would never.
Well, they wish to parlay. What do they wish to trade?
They want one of our artifacts.
In to make sure they don't do what?
Attack.
I know, but the goblins are like, to avoid bloodshed, we need this. Like, what are they trading?
Oh. Well, I'm not opening up that window until we have our army out there.
You can right click out of it.
And then they attack.
I'm trying to remember if that held true in my game. I mean,
we'll test it as soon as the
does.
army's there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sounds like something terrible. Maybe we can throw insults at them.
I imagine that when you decline to parlay, you're, probably doing it by blowing a raspberry and showing off your little dwarf butt or something.
Is this a bad guy? Can't tell if he's part of our group or not. Are they in red?
He is thirsty, though.
No, the bad guys are in red. I think. No, some of them are purple.
But that guy's a fish dissector, so he's got that going for him.
Doesn't see what group the bad guys are in.
Here, have this charred goblin corpse.
That is a buddy. That's probably enough, guys.
We call these goblin hot dogs. You won't believe what's in them.
You want to avert loss of life, so
Okay.
right-click out, you say.
I think so.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Can't believe I was ever wrong.
I'm not often right, but when I am, I pretend like I was all along.
Just to prove.
I know, it's like, I want to parlay. You don't get crap from me.
Get 'em. No, said it. No, that's a human.
No, yeah, those are all large pieces of clothing.
What is that dog injured? Like dragging his intestine? Oh, that's gross.
Well, nauseous and bleeding. I know it hasn't been. You could check the health description. I bet it's not great.
Quartered.
Mmm.
Guts are spilled.
And broken.
Yeah. Well, that one's a goner. Can we put it down?
You can tuck them back in, right?
Not yet. Unless there's been a patch.
No, not yet.
I can't force the dwarves to attack their friendly target either. Guess we'll let it suffer.
Unfortunately.
Hey.
DF Hack is supposed to enable the Dwarven Vet soon, which allows you to diagnose and heal pets.
I don't see any dead dwarves. Did we lose any?
Well, yeah, there were a bunch of fish dissecting hicks. Oh, now they want diplomacy.
Oh, elves are here now. Oh, we've disrespected the trees. Oh, you're gonna have some fun, sneaky elves next time.
I think it's only if you continue to cut down trees. I mean, I know you're going to, but... like you just queued it up immediately. Don't want to forget
this day.
Don't want to forget about that.
Oh, look at all these trees.
Mm-hmm. I like that we've completely switched projects from Dwarven Lava Bridge to screwing over Dragoon.
Oh, we're working on the bridge. Slowly, maybe. Right? Yeah. We got 6 in. What else are the dwarves working on at the moment?
Probably smoothing a quarter of the entire world.
Just thought about that. Well, they're pretty much done with that, I think. They are done with that.
So they're probably taking a nap.
Yeah. They're storming back up for a drink. Let's get what they missed. We should probably floor in the top floor at some point. Get rid of the dirt, except for where we're growing things. Maybe that's what all that obsidian will go towards.
Some sweet obsidian black roads.
Yep.
Oh man, the other high school dwarves are going to be so jealous.
But I could click on that to see, or to make changes to it.
I think it has to be done from the work order screen, unfortunately.
Right. Oh, good, it's right up top. 75 out of 100. We're going to need more than that. Let's go with 500. So basically, any obsidian we get turned into blocks.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing, and it means that everyone's working. But tavern seems quite empty right now.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that church is full though. Uh-oh.
Oh, that didn't clear off from the humans. It's just an elven caravan. Do we have any wooden things we can sell them?
Just give him the wooden logs. I mean, it seems like you've already made up your mind.
Corpses of your friends. Maybe we can give them the human corpses. They aren't forbidden.
I don't know if you can choose them to be moved, but I guess we'll find out. You can give them a bunch of bloody clothes. Yeah. It's a shame you can't trade them all of it, like the nervous tissue and chopped off noses that are sitting in the refuse pile.
Might be able to. Maybe not. I assume that would be under meat. Or body parts. They get angry when you sell them leather. So they might not like this.
They're probably not. Yeah. You guys want some teeth? How about hooves? You guys want hooves?
See any clothing that's really in bad shape.
Yes to which, mother of chaos?
Teeth moves.
That's terrifying. I'm imagining a donkey walking around with just like giant molars for feet. Awful. Hooven teeth. Oh, does that mean they'd have to wear teeth shoes?
Ugh.
Are you just making loincloths to sell?
No, to cover up people's nether regions.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice the lack of clothing that we have on hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been talking about just the wandering naked humans for a while.
Well, that we can't do anything about, except, buy things from the humans who are now apparently at war.
I think the elves... Well, no. I can't remember if elves have thin clothing or tall clothing.
They do sell grown wooden armor. I don't know about clothing, though.
Well, we did just kill a bunch of humans. I guess we could, give their worn clothing. Here you go, naked human bards. You kind of have to feel bad for them, too. I mean, all of the chairs are made out of these thick slabs of stone, and they're all underground. You just try to come upstairs to get a drink and try and forget some of your sorrows, and you gotta sit on the coldest damn chair you've ever seen.
Goblin nail crown? Gross.
A lot of goblin nails. Can you imagine what it smells like?
That's gross.
Yeah, it is. Who's gonna put that on their head?
Oh, and apparently it's in a bin. Well, not even in a bin. It's just sitting somewhere.
Like, you can't put that in with the other crafts. That's gonna make them all smell bad. Well, you gotta sell that. Sure.
I'm gonna give that to someone. Put it on a display in the Baron's room.
I love that it's a lead statue of hamsters. It's like, look, we cut down your trees and like used it to forge this giant statue of a woodland creature.
So I love that lead cage too. Giant rat.
I'm interested to see how that goes.
You think they'll just take the cage? Leave the rat?
I seem to recall there was an old bug. I want to see what happens.
Spoilers, eh? Like you're sitting on eggs.
Do you want me to potentially blow your mind?
You do all the time.
If you set up just a plant gathering zone, whenever things grow, they will create a new gathering task instead of just periodically setting up new massive plant gathering areas.
Yeah. I knew that. This is like bonus crops. And so I just go through and do it every once in a while. I guess we could set it up that way.
Oh, it is. Don't feel obligated to do it.
We said something we have to. Why would you not? This is all going to go away as soon as we lure it in, though.
Well, yeah. Looks like both hot tubs have refilled.
Oh, nice. Should we pump some lava up? Put it underneath it?
Probably not. I mean, unless you're looking for a catastrophe, and then go for it.
There's nothing under it. We
Just
could
a bunch
just
of dead
channel straight
goblins.
over.
You're bold. I'm just thinking of the poor dwarf that's about to lose his life.
Ah,
If you can you send the brother of the first dwarf that tapped into the magma?
don't mess.
Yeah.
Access him from the dead and missing. Was it this Domas?
Yeah. That's why he's missing.
Towards the top. Oh yeah, missing.
I mean, we know where he is. We just haven't been able to identify the carbonized husk. Some say that if you're down at the magma forge late at night, you can hear the phantom pickaxe against the obsidian.
I don't know if we had pickaxes back then. I think it was spoons.
Would have taken a real long time to carve that obsidian with a spoon. I mean, I guess it is one of those fine dwarven spoons. Actually, come to think of it, I feel like spoons are maybe a little too classy for a dwarf.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I kind of feel like a dwarf eats with like a fork and then like another fork that's bigger with a sharpened edge. Just forks of two different sizes and one that's serrated.
Would that be a fife?
Listen, a dwarf hears you talking that elf nonsense. They're going to cut you down where you stand.
I've seen forks that had a serrated edge on one side.
I know, doesn't it seem like such a bad idea? Because you know what you do with the fork? You slide it out of your mouth. Yeah. You can be as careful as you want going in, but as soon as that piece of pie hits your tongue, you forget about it fork. You pull that fork out, bad things happen. Then people are making Dark Knight Joker jokes at you for the rest of your life.
He's finally there. Giant alligator. Station him right out front.
I like how you're pretending like you're actually going to be able to trade.
We've got a few things.
Are you just going to...
We got a bunch of gears too, but I have to remark them. They only brought one piece of clothing. Unless you include the armor.
Oh, that billion cage isn't there yet. Or
I didn't put one.
There.
It was just the lead one.
Didn't one have the giant rat in it? Or was that the lead one?
Oh yeah, you're right. There was a giant rat cage. On the move somewhere.
You hope. So the bug in the older versions was they would get the cage, they would bring it all the way to the trade depot. Oh, it says one. Yeah, it might be. Well, now I'm excited. I hope we can follow it.
Should be a job hauling to trade depot.
Yep. Bring item to depot, the weaponsmith down there.
Oh, he's going slow.
Well,
Must be a lead cage. No, it's a villain cage.
it's still pretty heavy. It's also got an animal in it.
That's true. A giant rat. Wonder how big a giant rat is.
Oh, the ROUSs?
Browse.
It always amuses me how there's like pop culture references that you will get and other ones that you won't. And like, I can never predict them.
This one is
ROUSs is,
definitely over my head.
it's from Princess Bride.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
It's a
Is that in the
initialism.
woods? Okay.
It
I don't
stood
remember that
for,
part of the movie.
it's when they're in the, I forget the name of the forest, but the forest where that has like the little fire spouts that shoot out of the ground.
Yeah, I remember that, and it bites him on the shoulder or something.
Oh, no, that is one of the ROUSs, rodents of unusual size.
That's what it stands for. Okay. Worst of is that really what it was called?
I think it was, yeah.
I think he's slowing down.
Yeah, he's probably tired.
Oh, maybe it's because we're going at 28 FPS. 29.
Well, there's a lot of calculations. I mean, the rat is now out in the sunlight. It's changing temperature. It's got to calculate if it has cave adaptation or not. All right. Moment of truth. Let's see what happens.
Don't see it wandering around.
Oh, man. Maybe they fixed it.
Yep. Kept its price, too.
What it used to do was they would drop it off, and then as soon as they dropped it off the cage at the trade depot, the animal would come running out of it.
I wonder if they would buy goblins, too. Just set a siege out on them.
I don't think
since
they
they
will.
get upset about buying leather, would they be upset about buying animals? Like
They might be
slaving
fine with the
animals?
animal, but that is a smelted cage, so they will be mad about the trees.
Really?
Pretty sure, yeah, because you have to burn down trees to make metal things.
I've sworn I've sold them metal things in the past. We'll find out. We'll start with the lead cage first.
Fingers crossed.
What do we want to get for that? How much was that hood? Too much. Yeah, I guess so. Interesting.
That poor gentle creature.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Good to know. That's a fancy mechanism. Giant alligator bone. Cool.
It's only worth 90.
Must have been a tiny bone. International incident. I think I may have done that already by cutting down trees. Let's see if we got any hives.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've committed crimes against whatever the fantasy equivalent of the Geneva Convention is.
We've killed prisoners. I'm pretty sure that's a no-no.
Yeah, we threw them down a hole, screaming into a pool of magma.
It's a quick death. Although I don't remember it actually being a quick death.
No, it was not. We followed one of them all the way down, and all of their skin melted off first.
It was an entertaining death.
Dirk, I think they put you on a list for talking like that.
Maybe. Is that the kind where they send you a birthday gift?
Yeah. Yep. Birthday gift and one of those little ice cream cakes.
Oh. Dairy Queen ones?
Yep. Little crunchies at the bottom, little fudgy layer in the middle.
Nice. You don't see too many of those anymore.
Yeah, because they're all freezer burnt. I feel like they made them all back in like 1987, and they've never made another one since. They shut down the factory.
It used to be all the rage.
Yeah.
Every birthday for any friend, it would be an ice cream cake.
Somebody still makes them, good ones. Actually, I haven't had one of Mitchell's yet, Mitchell's ice cream. I bet theirs are pretty good. Who's the other one? Is it Carvel?
Mitchell's ice cream.
I think Carvel makes make like the fudgy whale cakes. Yeah, Carvel. Those are pretty good. And not freezer burn time capsules from 1987.
It was lagging out. I think I hit the button 4 times before it registered.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping in a future patch, they can separate the key input from the graphics. Because right now, on my game, I have to pause to do anything. Or it's not happening.
Just checking for more holes. I don't see any.
Mother of Chaos, this is my turn to pick on you. Oh, you said Nurth Day. Finally, sweet revenge.
Maybe she was setting you up. She felt guilty.
I flub my words a lot, too. At work, I am sure people hate the way that I talk, but I want to be factual. So when I'm at work, I usually talk very methodically and slow because I'm thinking through a problem and I don't want to like blurt out an answer. I'm positive that it drives people crazy.
I wish I remembered my words enough to flub them.
You got through that sentence just fine. Don't be so hard on yourself.
That's true. But in 10 minutes, there'll be something that I can't remember as I'm about to say it.
Yep. Mailman house.
Should put that on a t-shirt. Our first official merchandise.
Yeah, Mother of Chaos and I, we have your back. We'll make sure we tell you when you make mistakes and then correct you with the minimal amount of giggling. Just enough giggling to make the point. You're going to have a run on drinks here in a minute.
I saw it going down. I was going to see if I can catch if it continues going down without any upward tick. Because it's mid-spring, which means they don't have a fruit tree harvest at the moment. So I'm not sure how balanced that is. What's that doing? Slabs. Dustus.
This is terrible. This is like a Rainbow War Memorial.
Friendly. Everyone gets a slab.
I mean, I like the sense of, welcomeness and in the inviting atmosphere, but I think putting that next to a stark reminder that life is finite and many people die here is definitely some mixed messaging.
Hey, soldier.
One of the patches that I really can't wait for is Putnam said that she was going to be putting search bars on like every major window. I'm hoping they're kind of fuzzy search too, so you could maybe search for a skill, or search for part of a name, or search for a nickname. Oh, so there is a feature that got cut that is driving me crazy, or it was until the auto butcher script got fixed.
Yeah.
In the game right now, you cannot click on a creature and set it up to be butchered. You can only do it by going to the creature screen and then clicking the button there. You also can't see a creature's nickname or changed name. So, like, here's an example. I wanted to get rid of the first generation of giant cave toads that I had. Because I had trained them, they had kids that were more trained, and then when those kids would have kids, they would be fully domesticated giant cave toads. So I was trying to get rid of the first wave of them because they were the most likely to go wild and start killing things. So
Okay.
I tried to... You can't see their age or any other information about them in the unit screen, and you can't click on the creature and choose butcher anymore. So I was like, oh, I'll rename it something, and then I'll find it in the list. So I renamed them. Go back to the list. It still shows giant cave toad, no matter what.
Oh.
So it was incredibly aggravating.
Yeah, that sounds aggravating.
I mean, I want giant toads that I could ride around like horses. Is that too much to ask?
I don't know if that would work very well. Can't exactly, spread your legs around them like a horse. You'd have to come up with some kind of seat attachment.
Yeah, a raised dwarven saddle.
Oh, kind of like the elephants.
Right.
Back when they were war elephants, so they'd have like a basket up there.
Right. And they'd come over the mountains on giant elephant skis.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, they didn't. That would be awesome, though.
Well, no, I mean, they weren't skis. They were actually snowboards, but they had one for each foot.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Fine. There's probably pictures.
Oh. Water skis, actually. Okay. That's incredible.
Right?
Wow. I don't know when to believe you and when not to anymore.
I
Like
like to
that
keep
was
the
totally something I
count
shouldn't
50-50.
believe.
The more I
Wait, did
ride
you
that
know
line.
about them before you said it?
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't just a coincidence.
And even if it was, a
You
gentleman
wouldn't
never
tell me.
tells. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you why I know?
Sure.
One of the first Eddie Izzard's specials, he has a bit about how the elephants came over the mountains on skis. And he made a bunch of jokes about it. And at that point, I was like, is that real? I got to look that up. And I did. If you've never seen an elephant ski, then you've never been on acid. Yeah, Eddie Izzard is, I guess, not a national treasure. An international treasure? Let's go with that. Because I think he only comes over to the States to film Ocean's 11 movies, and then he's out. Little red cookbook.
It's a bridge in this direction. That just means it like rolls up instead of flipping up, right?
Oh, he's not in Ocean's 11. He's in Ocean's 12 or 13. He's in one of them. Sorry. We were talking about the... Yeah. And retracts will... No, I think they both will. Retracts and raises will both flip things on them into the air.
We just want things to fall off.
Eddie Izzard is in both Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13.
I don't remember those ones. I barely remember 11.
11 is the one that's, in my opinion, really slick and classy. I love showing the prep. My favorite part about that whole movie is that they walk you through how they're going to do it. They show you them training, they show you putting in the effort, they show you them adapting to all of these like problems and challenges that arise, and then they execute it. Like there's a few things they don't tell you until the end, but on the whole, it's like, of course they're going to get away with it because they're absolutely professionals who've watched the whole time hone their craft. That's really impressive. After that, I think it wavers a little bit. I think I liked them okay, but I think in Ocean's 12, they're getting... somebody's in trouble or something, so they're kind of like just kind of punting, and the plan isn't as clean.
The forgotten beast Irani has come, a gigantic quadrupod composed of dendritic agate. It has a twisting,
I believe.
jointing... Sure. Twisting jointed trunk, and it undulates rhythmically. Beware its deadly dust. Dusty one. Do we have a bathing pool anywhere?
No, we'll have to make one. We do have an aquifer, don't we?
No.
Well, we can drain one of those hot tubs into a little...
We've got that door there.
Little canal. But just to help with the mental image, I do think this is a great visual. Dendritic agate. So it's agate that has been stretched and twisted into the form of a tree. So I think that makes for in my mind, a very terrifying mental image. This giant tree creature made of stone coming at you. Gross.
It's undulating rhythmically too.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Where is it? I don't think we locked up the caves.
Yeah, it could be overground, but it's most likely in the caves.
Forgotten beasts, I believe, always come from underground.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Swimming up through the, Oh, that's in Caverns 2, isn't it?
It's not Caverns 1, at least. And I doubt it can climb very well. It definitely doesn't fly. So it didn't mention wings.
Seems to swim just fine.
This one connects.
Trying to remember how we got access into Caverns 2.
It was looking down a hole.
Ah. A pit connects them. Well, I think they can climb if they're so inclined. I guess we'll see. Can you imagine looking down that hole, just having this, like, stony tree creature climbing up a wall, breathing, like, poisonous smoke everywhere?
That's spooky. Well, we'll forget about him until it's your turn.
I don't know. We got a half hour left. I feel like that is an opportunity to come crashing in through the basement somewhere.
Maybe. We'll find out. Well, the good news is that we do have a barracks down there.
That's true.
Set for training, so there should be dwarves always down there. If we can find it. Too lazy to put a hotkey for that one.
A trail of vomit. Something got punched out down there.
Oh, yeah.
Over to the right a little more, I think.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, it doesn't say what type. Probably the Drotha.
Yeah.
Must have been a hunter.
Punch that Drotha right in the guts.
And maybe there are dwarves there.
But there should be.
Disconcerting. It's a coup.
They're all on break. Maybe the Forgotten Beast paid him off.
Yeah. We had a lot of progress in here today. Yeah, let's just chop it down.
I figured you would. It's funny. It didn't even feel organic. Yeah, it felt a little too chaotic to be organic to me. As nonsensical as that might sound.
No, I get it. I agree. Sneeze never came. Now it's going to wake me up in the middle of the night, I bet.
I don't think they get like queued in the chamber for just like
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, as soon as he drops his guard. Yeah, I mean, what's the half-life on a bless you, right? Like, is it is it good for a couple hours or good until like the next sneeze? Does it have an expiration? Sneeze was like, whoa, it's the female equivalent of chaos. I don't want to mess with her. I find that if I hold the bridge of my nose, it more frequently than not makes the sneeze evaporate. I have not had that experience, but I do know that a ton of nerves run alongside, a ton of nerves in your nose run along your optic nerve. I usually go for the other method. Instead of not sneezing, I'll either just plug my nose and hope for the best, or sneeze into my my elbow pit, or from outside, just kind of commit. Look at the sun, and it'll force the sneeze out.
Shoot a snot rocket right up to it.
No. I am a very...
So are you telling people to look directly at the sun?
Not directly at, but if you're having trouble,
okay.
like if you got a sneeze that's like stuck, like the sensation of a sneeze that's not coming, you look at a bright light and that can, for many people, jog the sneeze out. Yes, I do plug my nose. Why would I want to shoot boogers everywhere? No, thank you. You plug your nose, then it just comes out your mouth. Your hand's already over your mouth, if there is any liquid at all. And then you can wash your hands without looking like some sort of gross goblin. I mean, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. I mean, to each their own. Maybe it'll make your sinuses explode. I'm not a doctor. Now, I find it hard to believe that we have 244 population.
Yeah, it jumped up quite a bit.
And no one is in that guild hall.
It's true.
What guild hall is it?
Farmers.
What?
It's still the only one that's been petitioned.
I feel like something has got to be wrong. I feel like it's somebody exploiting the system, right? He's like, I found out that all you need to do, this one secret hack, you just have to request a guild hall. They don't even check. So he's just got like a hidden room all to himself where he goes and like takes secret naps in. People ask him where he was. He's like, oh, I was at the guild meeting. It ran long. You know how those guild meetings are. Dirg, I need you to cover my tab for me tonight. Just paid out my guild dues. You know how that is.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Sterling silver walls. Be fancy.
Future guild halls. Figure if we got the blocks already made, may as well use them.
Yeah.
It's that combat noise.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like combat.
Nothing in a war dog. Where's the Droth is actually attacking? Oh, the neck exploded into gore.
Oh
There's
no.
one dog down. It's still alive.
Yeah, not for long.
Can't breathe. Neck is mangled beyond recognition.
This episode is not good for dogs.
Yeah. Where's that Droth? Is this it? Conflict?
Yeah.
Doesn't say it's agitated. None of the giant white storks are agitated too, luckily.
Why are there more of them?
Migration? Like salmon?
What salmon? We have 3 stinking ponds with no fish in them. Uh-oh, here comes backup. Oh no, that's it down there too. Looks like there's a Draltha child and a war dog.
He's giving chase, yeah. Experience trauma. It's not injured.
Slothened third.
Must have killed the dog. Tambaiko.
Yeah, strong, but flimsy. Like one of those balsa wood planes.
I would call them strong.
In one dimension, they don't compress. But if you tilt them against the grain, they'll bend and snap real easy. I used to love those things. Whenever we went to like a toy store or something, I would like save up money to buy those little balsa wood planes with the rubber bands that you'd twist up the propeller and like set them on the ground and let them go.
I've never got those ones. I only got the ones that had the weighted front, usually made out of styrofoam.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
there it
the
is.
sneeze. Oh, did the mute button not work?
No.
Oh, dang.
I think you
I gotta reset that keybind.
I think you peaked the microphone too. That was a sneeze of the ages.
That's a medium line sneeze for me.
My God, it feels like you must have shot some brains out.
Oh, my pants have some spittle or something.
As soon as you brought the pants up, I was worried that it was going to be a sneeze so strong you messed yourself. I guess it's thank God for just the small favors.
Yeah. I haven't had one of those yet.
Oh no, he walled himself in. Idiot.
What? Oh, he did.
He's
Who
just
is
a
he?
peasant. He doesn't know anything about these wall buildings.
This guy.
He's not a oh, you did the level 1.
Yeah, top priority. I'd rather do that than break down the wall and forget to set it back up.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to rescue this idiot. Oh, he's married. That poor woman. She's just gotta be.
He's got 2 lovers.
Just following him around all the time, making sure he doesn't choke on his food. He has his pants on the right way, his shoes on the proper feet. God, what a Nimrod. Job's done. Like painted
Found a
himself
second
into the
lover.
corner of the room. I mean, he'd rather die than step on the wet paint.
It says he's got 2 lovers, but I only saw the wife, which may or may not be one of them.
Yeah, maybe it was
The uncle there.
Yeah.
Ghostly
Yeah.
niece.
His wife counts twice. Was that the first or the second Warcraft? Where the job's done? Potentially Age of Empires? Can't remember. I feel like it was an RTS.
It was a Warcraft, I'm pretty sure. Job's done.
I remember the
I think it was Warcraft 1.
yeah.
Ready to work.
There was the knight. I remember there was that join the army, they said. See the world, they said. I'd rather be sailing.
Why do you keep poking me?
Yeah. I think the orc warriors, after you clicked on, they'd be like, "Stop poking me!"
Wonder how well those games hold up.
I don't think they're bad, but I think they're definitely a
Needed experience.
yeah. Oh, he's getting thirsty. I wonder why.
It's a race now. Oh, he's free.
Oh, thank God. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Is this one injured? Healthy.
Now, I think he's been injured at some point or injured for a while.
Really did just stand lost, so they're doing this while crawling.
Or with crutches. Does he have crutches?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think once they train up on crutches enough, they will actually just be the same speed. They don't lose any speed at all. I like after all that, after all the scars, her eyelashes are somewhat short. Also, what a weird observation to make. Who is like, man, you see those eyelashes? They're a little short, don't you think? Yeah. Sounds like Dobar here has had some hard times.
Yeah. Right foot, right arm, lower body, pancreas, right lung, upper body.
Oh yeah, it just needs. Oh, she has the foot. It's just the nerves are severed. What a frustrating injury. I think Dobar was always a minor. She was just also a minor in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think she got shot. I feel
Oh,
like that was
goblin
a
invasion.
yeah. Oh yeah, that was just last year.
Doesn't say what it was from. It's That's too bad they don't keep track of that.
Yeah. But she felt gratitude in being rescued, so that's nice.
Is that? Can't search that. Maybe I can search Sigunbim. Sigunbim.
Dobar.
I thought it would have a historical event also. Doesn't look like it.
Hmm.
Maybe we just leave it at that and it'll pick the most exciting thing from her lifetime.
Hopefully.
Now we have to make sure we have her slab right behind that.
Is it inappropriate to make the memorial slab now?
I don't think we can engrave it ahead of time.
Oh, we got a ghost.
Yeah, the humans that we killed are turning into ghosts.
I wonder if it was one of the ones that became a resident.
Maybe. I was working real hard on that.
Gotta find. There's a lot of fine detail in Dobar's face. Gotta really capture all of the scars in that bas relief.
Restitch. Nope. Just a picture of her.
I think that's hilarious. The image was commissioned by the Palace of Weaknesses, a local dwarven government. Yeah? The government commissioned it? Interesting.
I don't remember us being the Palace of Weaknesses.
Oh yeah, that's the name of the
A local group.
yeah, like the
Instead of
primary kingdom.
civilization. So, what guild hall should we build?
Probably the miners.
Okay. Pass it. They're not in alphabetical. Passed
I
it
think
somewhere.
they're grouped by there's like the main group, and then there's each like sub labor. So farmer is like planters and harvesters and herbalists and
It goes way
Yeah.
up top. Is that Forgotten Beast at? Is it still off the map?
forgotten apparently.
Fog of War.
I need to expand that church too, or start making some other temples.
Deity specific ones.
Just looking awfully packed in there. If you make bookshelves or something, do they store the scrolls and stuff on them?
I believe so. Doesn't give you the dimensions. 10 wide. 10 by 8.
I was just about to say you're gonna mess up your spacing. You caught it. That right door is off.
I don't know. I was wondering if you would say something.
I was gonna say something. It was either that or leave it for you to figure out later and then feel like bad about. Maybe I'm projecting. I would feel bad about it.
Sometimes I like to mess with your OCD.
And this is why I don't feel bad about tricking you.
Gotta poke back in my own way, right?
Yeah. Fair's fair.
So
I'm excited about that engraving trick. I'm gonna throw in a lot of meta jokes.
I hope so. Sure. See, we have some silver doors in there too.
Nice, just enough. Probably need to do some more smelting. Looks like there's a bunch of nuggets waiting to get done. Oh yeah, and a bunch of bars that are stacking up.
Spires. Isn't this where the bars are supposed to go?
Yeah, I think the wheelbarrow and the bin being there may be messing with it. Look at the stockpile settings. And then click on the barrel.
It's on stone instead of metal bars.
And to check the other one then.
Both on stone.
Well, I'll do it.
Actually, that should be custom stone too. Yeah, okay. Just metal ores. Stone. Probably breaking your whole thing. But at least the one side's working for the stone, so we'll leave that.
I think breaking's probably a strong word. If it was misconfigured here, it's probably misconfigured on the hauling route too.
Could be. I think you were having them go all the way up here to dump it from here.
Yeah, they were collected from elsewhere. They would drop it in there and then quantum it closer so they could be retrieved quicker on mass builds. Although we could set a collector that then takes them back as well. And here is where you lose all of your time in Dwarf Fortress, where you spend hours and hours trying to optimize the most inane tasks. Are you just going to have it take from the workshops or something?
I'm just going to do a quantum stockpile that dumps right to there from here.
Oh, all right.
I really don't have to walk all the way to the other stockpile just to put it in a cart and then have the cart be pushed down here. It'll still work both ways, but...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What am I looking for? Construction.
And track stops, I think.
Yeah. Whoops.
Wars 2, Attack of the Clones. There you go. That avocado one is open. So is the date
I thought so, but it was sandwiched between ones that were in use, so I didn't want to take it just in case.
Questionable alphabetical sorting. Oh, that's funny. The metal ores one is on the move, and it turns into a little minecart in motion.
It should be set. Couple bins already.
Love that the whole fort decided to show up just to move these Jenga blocks from one side of the face to the other.
Well, now there's a spot for bars to go, so they're probably emptying out the workshops.
Right. No, I'm just saying, it's nice to see that kind of teamwork and camaraderie.
Oh, okay, yeah. We've got a prison, but we don't have a warden. Or a hammerer.
I thought we did. I think we built it because the captain of the guard was upset about not having enough cages. Yeah, Rackist there.
Looks like a wimp. Oh, it's a niche.
I like that your rationale is that Nish looks like a wimp.
Uh-huh. But you don't want some beefcake to be their hammerer.
I know, but I don't know that you can tell that Nish is not a beefcake.
He's got those chubby cheeks and the string bean arms.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, the hammerer's job is to enforce justice. So if a dwarf is found guilty of a crime, the one of the punishments can be hammering. So the dwarf hammerer will come around and dole out however many strikes was decreed. Yeah, the enforcer. So if they're a real strong hammerer, chances are they'll just be going around murdering people in your fort.
That's a tease.
Man, these Droltha children have declared an all-out war on your dogs.
Or hunters are hunting them. They probably have hunting dogs with them. This one must be vomiting or something. Nope, currently being shot. And vomiting.
Sure, why not both?
Thought we sold that rat. No, we didn't. Tested the lead cage.
Yeah, I think we tried selling it, and the elves were like, no, guys, we don't want your giant, filthy rat. Can you imagine, like, dragging up that giant metal cage and you're like, how much can I get for this?
It's probably still sitting up there.
Like, I'm sorry, the giant rat? Yeah. How much? So, sir, I won't give you anything for this rat. Come on. This rat's worth at least $20.
I think they moved the rat. The rat and the other cage are gone.
But moved them to where? It's the better question. So now there's somehow a lost giant rat?
It's somewhere. It'll show up.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
That's.
Oh, it made it all the way back down.
That goes ready too. Let's see. So, bid. Unforbid. Dump. I think we have a dump pile right next to it. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Okay, the rat's been found. The rat's been found, everyone.
It's not a health hazard.
Well, I mean, it is a health hazard, but it's
It's not by the food.
Yeah. Are you gonna pin or hit whatever the nasty is in that cage?
The goblin?
Yeah.
First, we're going to strip him naked. We could use that armor.
A old dwarven hazing ritual.
Another soldier. I think that finishes the squad. Yep. Spear dwarf. Competent one. Here we go. Okay, now the rest of it?
Nah.
Must be this one.
He's good.
One dwarf per item.
The whole frat has to send an individual member per item of clothing.
What's this guy doing? Oh, it's a poet. Look up equipment. Wonder if that's one of the ones that we assigned to the squad. Oops. A human or an elf in that one, though.
And they're going to fight for the dwarves. And they're going to like it.
Yep.
That looks like most things.
Still showing armor on, so he's not fully naked. Should change the icon.
I saw the cap, though.
I don't think it takes into account the items that are not on him. I think it's just a all or nothing. Might be wrong. I often am, I guess.
Who can know? Some of these things are just unknowable.
That's why we science.
Yeah, but science just it litters you with all of these like facts. Ugh. Unpalatable.
Is this the same dog? Or a new one that has an exploded neck?
Oh, I think
that's a new one. Just disappeared. Oh, it died.
Yeah, that one's upper spine, I think, was broken.
Yeah, combat log said the neck exploded into gore.
Great. Murderous Drolthas. Thought they're supposed to be like peaceful herbivores.
They're passive until provoked.
Oh, you're going to want to make some more drinks?
Oh, right. I forgot to keep an eye on that. We have the work order set for it, so if we had things to turn into drinks, we would.
I don't know. It looks like an awful lot of... Oh, those aren't plump helmets. They're pigtails. Okay.
It's the issue that we have too many dwarves and not enough stills.
Could be. Hey, good night, Mother of Chaos. Thanks for joining us.
Good night. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Dwarves are throwing a banger.
Yeah. It's that song again.
I heard that, not confirmed, but it sounds like there's some discussion about maybe getting some of the music from SoundSense.
Okay.
Because I think that was all, not all of it, but some of it was open, like public domain or open source. I don't know if that is the right word or the right for that, but one of the guys who made a bunch of the music for SoundSense, it sounded like they were trying to get that music into Dwarf Fortress, which would be pretty awesome because there was some great stuff. Did you ever play with SoundSense? I can't remember.
I did. Probably in the last year of it, or my last year of playing classic Dwarf Fortress before the big break between then and now.
Yeah. As soon as I started using it, I felt like it was vital.
Part of it.
Yeah. It improved everything so much.
To find our caves. Oh no. We had a thief.
I also like it's missing from its proper place. What, the floor? It's missing from the floor where we discarded it. Never thought about it ever again.
Was Nakasa? Is that something we put on a pedestal? Yeah. Oh, we can tell where it is since it's still on the map.
Oh yeah, he's running. Says the visitor is ready to leave. That means he's booking it.
We can attack him.
Well, now, yeah.
We should have watched him. There it is, left hand.
He's not even covering it. He's just
Nah.
got it and ran out the door.
Giant wild boar bone figurine.
6,200 dwarf bucks. Got taste for a zombie. Uh-oh.
Someone caught him. Oh no. I think he's... Can't click on it. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Zombie's pretty good at fighting.
Well, I mean, he is a zombie.
At least he's getting delayed. Who is that?
Oh, one of the Mark's
Mark's
dwarfs.
dwarf.
Good. Just smashing him overhead with a crossbow.
Okay. Snatchers now? Oh man.
It was a coordinated effort.
Was. Which one's closer to the dwarf? I think all the kids are inside. Do we keep the two teams going after the dwarf and hope that the two goblin snatchers end up in cages?
Ooh. So the other squads, what are they? Can't remember. Monster Squad, I know, are
not
humans.
empty.
Yeah.
I thought they were empty. Okay. Let's send these guys after the goblins.
There's two now, but there might be more. Because I don't think they show up until they're uncovered.
Can't click on that other one.
He's down a level.
Oh, he is.
He's currently admiring our pile of bones. Oh, yeah, they got spotted. They're on the run.
It's still on map. It is still on map.
Ooh, but he's injured.
There we go. Soda, a human pikeman. And Undeb, Kirdakost. Nice job, you two. Maybe we should put that on a pedestal up inside the mountain.
Along with a
Bridge
single
that retracts.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those supports tied to a lever, so it drops out the whole thing.
Oh, you could do that. I think if you just have a pressure plate, it has some delay to it. So you could have them hit a pressure plate and then just have it rip up the bridge when they're partway across it.
Be an interesting thing to do.
It'd be resettable
Next
too.
time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 10:52 now, so I think we might be looking at calling it quits.
That's fair.
Let's check on the snatchers first. 3 of them.
Yeah, it looks like they're heading off map, but I guess we'll see.
Or which one that was. It was the top one.
Yeah.
No one's coming in, I think. Is that a 4th?
Oh yeah, I think a 4th one just got uncovered.
It's not the bottom guy. So, wish I could add it to the kill list. Taken care of anyway. Nice job, dog. And human.
Yeah. What happened to the human? He took like one slice, and then he was like, "Ah, a goblin over my sword." Dog's all about it.
One squad out of it. So we did get him with a bolt before going in. Maybe he emptied his quiver.
Oh yeah. Metal.
Oh, that's the bard that was attacking him first, not the crossbow dwarf, I think. Or were they the same?
Yeah, the dwarf bard zombie.
Oh,
think
the zombie pulled it out.
Yeah, I think the
Got it.
zombie ripped the crossbow bolts
Yeah.
out of himself and then dropped it.
This is a long combat log.
Yeah, you gotta
was
smash a
quite a
zombie
fight.
pretty good. There we go. Looks like the... Wasn't until the
Well,
pike went
Sunday.
through the skull.
That does mean it got mangled, right? It's not going to come back to life.
I don't think they come back to life organically, like without a necromancer. Or we're not in a evil biome, so should be that dead is dead.
It is a mangled corpse, too, just in case.
And that artifact is still sitting there. That
Oh, wait, that was someone for a Grand Guild Hall. Shoot.
was the Farmers Guild.
You sure about that?
Pretty sure.
Sure is a way to tell.
I mean, Well, with the F hack, there is. But also, I can just roll back the stream.
I guess it was the farmer's one, probably. Thought it was the top. Oh. That's where that figurine came from.
Yeah, I forgot. Maybe that's why nobody was in there. There's just this hideous doll in the middle of the room staring at everyone. I wouldn't want to hang out in there either.
Yep, click on it. Oh, I have to confirm the kill request. As soon as that gets put back in, it should go back to being a Grand Guild Hall. Satisfy that.
I love this. Like, listen, I know we were just accosted by thieves and somebody tried to steal one of our precious artifacts, but first things first, we're going to need you to give us a Grand Guild Hall.
Glad even though no one ever goes there.
Right. It's just that one guy petitioning again.
Uh-huh. The miners are at least using the mining one, I think. It's moved again. Still there.
Maybe because it hasn't been picked up yet.
We're good. Done. There's still that dump right in the hallway.
Yeah.
That should be where they take it to, I think. It's the closest.
Oh, maybe it was an old message? Oh, no, it popped up. I don't know why.
It popped up. Afraid to leave it with that thing out in the open and we forget about it next time.
That's where all the fun comes from.
It's gone now. Someone grabbed it.
You hope.
It's still on the map. He's friend.
Oh, yeah. Put item on display.
Yeah.
Hold it close, tiny dancer.
All right. Next time, Dragoon fights the elves, fights a forgotten beast, and finds a way to keep that thing safe.
And make sure that the entire fort doesn't die of dehydration.
Right. Yeah, you got to set up a cavern farm for plump helmets. You got to get more brewable plants coming in the regular.
Yeah. Thanks for leaving me the easy parts.
We could just do that with the mead. There you go. You're set. Now we won't forget.
We'll see.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next week.
Have a great night.
Bye.